This Raw was boring. It was straight up boring. I've got nothing. I really like this review is going to be boring because the content in which I'm reviewing was straight up boring. I'm not even going to say it was bad, but like in the world of wrestling, boring is worse than bad. And that's what this was. Like, and you might be thinking, oh, you're just mad about John Cena tapping out, and that's why you didn't like this episode. Actually, Gunther gloating about tapping out John Cena was the best part of the show. And the moment Gunther left the building, the show just went, it flatlined. Now, don't come at me and say, see, told you John Cena should have tapped out. If you go look at my last two videos, I was very much against John Cena tapping out, and I'm still very much against John Cena tapping out. Be that as it may, we live now in the dark timeline where John Cena is a big fat quitter, and it's like we got to make the best of it. And Gunther was definitely making the best of it. But after that, not much happened. If you are one of the people who are boycotting WWE, or at least paying for WWE, literally, this is all you have to look up on YouTube. Gunther, the first 10 minutes, Gunther just egging on the crowd. And then Asuka attacking Rhea Ripley. She blindsided her. You only need to watch 30 seconds. She blindsides her. That's pretty cool. She spits the mist. And that's about it there. And then we get the mystery attacker. And the mystery attacker will pull off his mask. It's Austin Theory. And he just stood there then. He just stood there, stone-faced, no expression. He just stood there. And honestly, if it wasn't for Joe Tess, oh my God, that's Austin Theory. Like, I'm not sure if anyone would have known. That's it. You don't have to see nothing else. Nothing else. Let's do a review. Let's go. So Gunther does come out. And he is soaking it in. He goes back to the ring like 2 or 3 times and like just really gloats. He says John Cena's a little B word, and it was refreshing to see a heel get the boos. Doesn't excuse John Cena tapping out. John Cena could have easily passed out and it would have been the same. It would have been the same other than Gunther would have said, I made him tap out like a B word. He could have said, I made him pass out like a B word. But I'm not going to keep saying that, right? I'm not going to keep dwelling on this. I'm glad that Gunther is looking strong and violent and just the crowd hates him. I like heels that are actually hated. He goes to the back, though, and the first 2 people he see is Tozawa and Otis, and they're like, oh, and Gunther just kind of laughs. Then he passes up R-Truth, and R-Truth is like, you're trash. I think R-Truth should have attacked. I feel like R-Truth would have defended the honor of his childhood hero, but we didn't do that, and he kept walking. Then Adam Pearce says, you think you're big and bad? And I feel that, if we're talking kayfabe here, Adam Pearce should not have got in Gunther's face, because all Gunther did was have a match against John Cena and win. To Adam Pearce, that's just 2 employees doing their jobs. I can understand R-Truth crashing out because of the personal relationship, but not Adam Pearce. It shouldn't have happened. Then he kept walking. Did he walk into anybody else? I'm not sure. Like, I know by the time he gets to his car, AJ Styles is there. AJ is just like this. I also think AJ should have attacked him because of the relationship he has with John Cena, but he didn't. Now, Gunther will get in his car, and he'll drive away. He rolls down the window, and he basically says, you can't see me. I really think Gunther should steal the you can't see me. I really think Gunther should steal that. He should steal it. Gunther was having a good old time. He loved the hate. I really did enjoy Gunther's performance. And you're like, you're such a hypocrite. How dare you? How dare you, Chop? Weren't you crying over John Cena again? Everything I said still applies. And if you go back, I never once said that Gunther was a bad choice. I actually said he was a great choice. However, there were better choices. So everything I've ever said still applies. However, Gunther is making the best of it, and it was entertaining. After that, the show flatlined. The show just sucked. And when I say sucked, I mean boring. And boring is worse than sucking. It was so bad, right? My live feed cut out at one point, so there's no more chat, right? And I'm literally just watching the show. I'm still kind of talking for like 10 minutes. 10 minutes. And I didn't realize. I just thought the show sucked so bad that nobody had anything to say. It was the patrons and the Discord that eventually I figured out what they were kind of talking, and I wasn't like really because I don't really pay attention to the Discord while the live stream is happening, but I eventually pieced together that something was wrong, and I finally asked, what's going on? And they're like, yeah, you cut out. And everybody, and it's so bad that my viewers just thought that I just got so fed up. And honestly, maybe I could see it, because it was just a boring show. We had the New Day versus the Usos. This rivalry was one of my favorite tag team rivalries of the 2010s. It was one of the only good rivalries of the 2010s. Like other than the Bar, that was it. Those were the three teams. It was the Bar, the Usos, and the New Day. And there was no other teams back then. And it's like, this match was nothing. And you know why it was nothing? Because we've just spent the last year just pretty much demonstrating that the New Day, they suck. And that's, I don't feel that way. I personally don't. I love the New Day. But we've done almost nothing with them. And even when they did have a title reign, it was lame. It was a lame title reign. And who was the last person they actually feuded with? Penta? When all three of them were losing to Penta? So when the Usos won, it was like, that should have been a big deal. Usos versus the New Day should have been a big deal, but it wasn't. It wasn't. And we got some yeets, and it's like, oh, okay, so Jey Uso still kind of just, there's just nothing. It was just nothing. And I'm sorry. I don't want to be a negative channel, but let me ask you guys and gals something. You've seen that I can be positive. Am I supposed to fake it? And you can't just say, oh, it's just because John Cena lost, because I'm literally saying the best part of the show was the guy who beat John Cena. So it's not even the fact that John Cena lost that is just making me not like this episode. Asuka attacked Rhea Ripley. She was in the crowd. Rhea and Io came out. And Asuka just blew mist in her face. What was funny is that Wade Barrett was like, that mist is a deadlier version of mist that Asuka herself created. I want to see that vignette of Asuka creating mist. That is such a superhero anime thing to do. She's she's Peter Parker making spiderweb in her basement. She's making a mist that's even deadlier. That's hilarious. I'm glad Wade said that. When the second best part of the show is the commentator giving backstory to mist that you spit out of your mouth, that says something about the show. She will spit the mist in Rhea, and then basically a beatdown happens, and the story here is they're about to do the insane elbow onto Rhea, but Io comes in and takes the bullet, and that's that. By the time we're done, by the time we get to that's 7:52. It's 7:52 right now. 52 minutes was Gunther egging the crowd, one match, and one beatdown with sprayed mist. And I got 4 minutes. 4 minutes to wrap this up. Let's see if I can do it, because there's not much to say. But that's 7:52. There's just no story here. Maxine Dupree versus Ivy Nile. The story here is that Maxine Dupree won. Again, just not much to go off of. Ivy Nile's officially to the lower mid card she's at Meacham / BFAB level. And okay, Maxine Dupree, fine, but just nothing. They tried to sell us on the fact that they were friends 18 months ago. That's the story here. They were friends 18 months ago. CM Punk, he came out. He did his promo, and he said that he made fun of the Steiners, so that was kind of funny. But I mean, even CM Punk's promos are kind of like, if you've seen him get mad once lately, you've seen it all the same. I'm like Braun Breaker. I kind of want 2011 CM Punk. This is the I don't know. Adult CM Punk doesn't hit as hard as he once did. I don't get it. Raquel Rodriguez told Liv and them to stay in the back, and she went out and fought Stephanie Fakir. Not much of a story here, but Nikki Bella does attack them. Nikki Bella attacks, and she says, "I'm tired of being overlooked." Honestly, Nikki Bella should have got in the ring and said, "You know what? Unlike John Cena, I'm not going anywhere." Nikki Bella should have just started trashing John Cena. And she said, I've made John Cena tap multiple times. I'm not surprised he's tapped. You know, just get that heat. Who cares? Just go. Pour some gas on the fire. Adam Pearce asked Paul Heyman, "Who's the mask guy?" Paul's like, "I don't know." There was a segment backstage where Braun Breaker was like, I got like 3 minutes left. If this cuts out, I'll just record again on something. But he goes to he goes to Braun Breaker. He's like, "Everybody's after us. All of LA Knight's friends are after us. We don't know who the mask guy is. He's fighting Rey Mysterio. Logan Paul's fighting Rey Mysterio. LA Knight has no friends. He literally has no friend. Nobody came out and helped him last week. Why would they come out? Like, when has LA Knight ever had a friend? Like, the closest thing he's had to a friend was John Cena. John Cena's retired. Or Maxine Dupree, actually, his sister. but yeah, you know. And then Rhea, she wants a match. Adam Pearce is like, okay. Javon Evans was talking to Adam Pearce, and Adam Pearce was like, "You're doing a good job." And then Grande Americano came, and then they had a stare down, Javon and like Bravo or something, Rio, and that's next week. We have Bayley gets fired up for a match next week. It's like, there's just, what are the writers doing? What did the writers write? You know, like, they just have matches nowadays. Like, that's not wrestling to me. That's not wrestling to me. I want to see, like, a beer truck spraying a hose, spraying people down. I want to see Michael Cole give an interview to some psycho, and then that psycho sets him on fire. You know, like, I need stuff to happen other than just match after match after match. Like, I'm sorry, wrestling is more than wrestling. I know people can't wrap their heads around that, but it is. It really is. Logan Paul fights Rey Mysterio. Even this match was kind of like, okay, it was just there. It was just there. Eventually, Braun Breaker, Bronson Reed comes out, and CM Punk hits them with the chair. They run back. Logan Paul tries to get the brass knucks, but he can't hit Ray, and that's when Austin Theory, the masked man, comes out. And then we have a tease. Logan Paul will win. We have a tease of are they going to reveal the guy? CM Punk runs in. Austin Theory runs. He reveals himself. We're like, oh, okay, it's Austin Theory. We knew that like 3 weeks ago was Austin Theory. He was prime suspect number 1 back then, and it was revealed that he was Austin Theory. Why did he even reveal himself tonight? There was no stakes in this Logan Paul match. It was just, okay, I'm Austin Theory. And then he just stood there and stared at the camera. Eventually, Braun Breaker will spear CM Punk, because CM Punk ran to the ring. And that's it. That's Raw. 1, 2, 3. This should have been one of the greatest Raws of all time to follow up on what just... So many eyes were on the product tonight, and they delivered us boring. The first 10 minutes was great with Gunther, and that was it. I'm sorry. This Raw, 3, 2. I'm taking away 1, 2. It was a yawn fest. I yawned 5 times, 6 times. 5 or 6. I'm sorry. Maybe I just need to take a break, because this was not it. Boys, girls, we'll do hot takes. I'm not taking a break. I said I'm going to take a break. I'm not going to take a break. Have a good night. Sorry. Just go watch the highlights. You don't need to watch this episode of Raw. Bye.